Even if we were a million miles away, I can still feel you in my bed. Near me, touch me, feel me. And even at the bottom of the sea, I can still hear you in my head. Telling me, touch me, feel me. And all the time you were telling me lies. So tonight, I'm gonna find a way to make it without you. Tonight, I'm gonna find a way to make it without you. I'm gonna hold on to the times that we had tonight. I'm gonna find a way to make it without you. Have you ever tried sleeping with a broken heart? Let me know. Well, Robin has definitely tried sleeping with a broken heart, and she does this. She does it well. So y'all let me know who sings that song. I'll give you a shout out next week's Potomac Review Part 2 reunion. Give me the artist, the name of the song, the name of the album, and the year it came out. Okay. And also give me that artist who sings the song. Give me the person that artist is married to. So give me all that. Give me the person the artist is married to, and I'll give a shout out next week's Potomac Review. Now, speaking of shouts outs, darlings, in last week's Potomac Review, which was the season finale, this is part 1 of the reunion, darling, obviously. Let's see. I asked, I think I sung 2 different songs, and I also asked, what was you guys' favorite Maxwell songs? Some of y'all favorite Maxwell songs. And my girl Too Feisty 2007, she says that she loves many Maxwell songs, but one of her favorites is As My Girl. From the Best Man soundtrack, and I have to get into that. So shouts out to you. Let's see. Angel Johnson mentioned favorite Maxwell songs include Fortunate, Ascension, Something Something, and This Woman's Worth. Let's see. Shouts out to my girl Donnie Ray. I was singing Destiny's Child, Independent Women from Charlie's Angels soundtrack, darling. And she says some of her favorite Maxwell songs are Whenever, Whatever, Whatever. And from Urban Hang Suite, which is, I think, Maxwell's first album, a track called Let's Not Play the Game. I love that song. And the song from the Best Man soundtrack. So yes. Also, let me give a shout out to my girl Ty Bevins, formerly Taiwan Car, for naming the song that I was singing at the beginning of my review last week, which was Frankie Beverly and Maze, Before I Let Go. Hey. And also give a shout out to Conzader Crowder. I believe I'm saying that right. Hopefully I am. Conzader Crowder. So hopefully I'm saying that correctly. And shouts out to you. This person named Frankie Beverly as well. And they also said I had a nice voice. So I appreciate that, darling. Now, as y'all know, I try to give y'all a little something, something. Hey, speaking of Maxwell, on these reviews, I try to put on a little beat and do my thing or whatever. Now, we all know it's a little difficult when you're a little bit more chocolate. Because actually, let me just put this out there. I know it's like a slight like color situation going on here. But here's the thing. As a black person, most of us are different colors on our bodies. We're different shades. Actually, this is actually my shade on my face. I'm lighter on my face than I am definitely on my neck and on the rest of my body. Now, I tan very, very easily. So what I'm thinking is that I'm probably just gonna have to just buy a shade because I don't feel like, I guess I could mix different foundations. Oh, that's too much work. I really, sis. But anyway, I guess I'm just gonna have to like buy like a, I guess a darker foundation to like go with everything else. I don't know, y'all. Tell me in the comments if y'all have the same issue because I just wear makeup every once in a while. Um, it's not like a normal everyday thing to me because most of the time I'm at work anyway. Um, but I am starting to try to get into makeup and stuff because I really enjoy it and I think it's great. Anyway, the foundation I use now is called Dewy Smooth. It's by Maybelline. Maybe she's born with it. To normal to dry skin. Now I just picked this shit up because I found out it was my shade. I should have read the whole moment because I have like combination skin. I'm oily on my forehead and everywhere else I'm dry. And when as you know, with this whole dewy thing, when it dries, or when I'm a sweater as well, so the kids start seeping through. That's why I had to, put a little powder in here to, help out with the moment. And I don't prime. Y'all tell me a good primer to use. I have very sensitive skin, so tell me a good primer to use for um, everything for your face and everything. So I would appreciate that if you guys do that. Um, let's see. So yes, Fit Me, Maybelline New York. My color is 360 mocha. So I'm probably gonna have to go a shade darker or something. But yeah, I picked this up in the drugstore because I'm not paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars for makeup. Lies. I don't know how much I would actually pay, but I wouldn't pay just $100 or some shit just for one item or something. No. But y'all tell me in the comments what y'all think I should do, because I think it looks okay. It's not that much off or whatever, but it's just I'm dark. I'm chocolate. I'm black, child. On my body and my neck is just a lot darker than everything else. So it's nothing I can do about that. But yeah, y'all tell me in the comments. Help me out with some makeup suggestions, some primers, some good foundations for chocolate skin, um, some good lip liners. It's just the whole nine, lipstick, the whole moment. So yeah. Oh yes, child. Anyway, I just want to put that out there really quick for anybody to try me. That's not one of my loyal subscribers. They just come and say ugly things or some shit. So anyway, where do we want to go? Okay. Where else was I Potomac? I forgot where we was for a second. Karen. They started off with Karen. First of all, everybody looked great. I will give that to these heifers of Potomac. Everybody looked great. Everybody legit looked fantastic. They was going for this whole like I guess goddess thing, and everybody had on just like different shades of gowns. And Ashley had on this beautiful emerald green dress. Monique had on this nude dress. Sharice had on a green. Was it green? I think it was green dress. Sharice's hair was on point. It was a black bob. She looked stunning. Giselle looked great. It was a lot of setting powder, a banana powder, whatever the hell up under her eyes. There was a lot going on with that. But Giselle's a beautiful woman, but it's always something that's off to me. Let's see, Robin's hair was on point. That blonde bob, bad. Robin's a beautiful, beautiful woman. Just sick in the head, just sick. But who I felt like was the standouts, who was just snatched like boom, 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 everything. If I'm being honest, it would probably have to be the left side of our screen, which is where Karen, Ashley, and Monique was sitting. They were snatched. Monique was on point. The gown, it was very poof poof. It reminded me of a gown Portia wore on housewives at one reunion. But it was just beautiful. I was just like, yes, ma'am, Mo. She was snatched. She was definitely snatched. She looked good. So anyway, all the ladies look good. They started off with Karen and the whole move. For whatever reason, Giselle felt offended that Karen didn't tell her that she was moving. It was this whole big secret about her moving and all this. Karen goes on this whole rant as to why she moved to Great Falls. Apparently, it's because of her parents are getting sick, which her parents are, sick or whatever. Um, and she's talked about it on the show. She's had her mom and stuff on the show. So we definitely saw that. But I just don't buy that whole thing. And she was just like, one reason she didn't tell the girls was because her and Ray had a huge argument, because apparently Ray didn't want to move to a Great Falls, and I also pretty much can figure out that Ray did not want to get a bigger house, because the house they moved to in Great Falls is way bigger than the original house that they was at. So I was just like, well, damn, child, like, what's the point? Like, you talking about? She was like, I was never gonna downsize. I was gonna resize, but you got a bigger house. And apparently, her parents don't like Potomac or something, and she was just like, oh, her dad's a farmer, so she got that big old house, hoping that she can take care of her parents. But it's like 8 rooms, sis. Your parents is just 2 people. Then it's just you and Ray. So what about the other 4 rooms? Is you gonna move your sister in too? And if your sister got a child, you gonna move your sister's child in, so your niece or nephew, or like is you gonna have a room too, 2 rooms for your kids when they come back and visit? That son don't feature Karen. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all saw Karen's son on the season finale, and they had the African/Indian theme party. Karen's son do not feature her at all. I was just sitting there looking at him. He feels like they just do the most, which they do. But he looks just like him, just like her. It's a different daddy with the sister, etc. The sister is Ray is the father of Karen's daughter, but not Karen's son. But anyway, I was just like, I don't know if I necessarily. I felt like that was one reason maybe why she went to Great Falls, but that wasn't the whole reason why she went to Great Falls. And I legit feel like there's some financial issues going on, but we'll never know, because like I've said in many reviews, Karen is the type of person that will put on fronts to the end. You will never know officially like what's going on with her, because she ain't gonna tell you. She's gonna play. She's gonna pussy pop. She's gonna make it seem like you're crazy, and she's just gonna deflect the whole time, and it definitely works for her. That ice blue on Karen, oh my gosh, that old woman was beat. When I tell you, she looked absolutely gorgeous. I was like, wow. Let's see. They got on Robin, and so audience member wrote in and was just like, Robin's such a beautiful woman, why does she deal with this, yada yada. But before that, before I get into that, they talked about Robin's Ashley shit. They talked about Ashley running her mouth, which she was being messy this season, but I mean, she had to do what she had to do to come back next season, child. But with Ashley running her mouth at Monique's party, saying that one of her good friends is doing things to Robin that I probably shouldn't mention. And how wrong and shit that was, and she was just like, I don't understand you. Like, why do you continue to slam my marriage? Talking to Ashley, and Giselle and Ashley started to go back and forth and get into it. So I was just like, child. Ashley was doing the most. Ashley was being extra. I'm really trying not to sneeze. Ashley was doing the most. She was being messy. Um, but I mean, Robin, sis, it's out there. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what you want us to do, beloved. Yes, you could be mad at Ashley all day, in which I completely will get and understand. But at the same time, do you not like see yourself on TV and how everything, sis? Oh my God. I just got concerned. Because I think it's a sickness. I really do think it's a mental thing. Then your ass stopped going to therapy for what? But why did you stop going to therapy, Robin? Therapy was helping you. Believe me, darling. It was crazy. Ash was just like, child, I just watched TV just like the rest of America. I wasn't, I mean, hell, it is what it is. Karen was just like, phew. Karen was just like, yeah, Ashley, you was being a little annoying and being messy, but I mean, we all talk shit about each other. Um, oh, what I thought was funny was at the beginning, Giselle and Karen, when they was talking, when Giselle was saying she was so offended that Karen didn't tell her that she moved to Great Falls, that Giselle had a birthday party and she invited Karen, but Karen didn't come. And Giselle was just so hurt that Karen didn't come. And Karen told her that she didn't come because she was with her mother or something at the doctor's. But Giselle said she found out that she was at the doctor's, but she was getting her face fixed, Karen. And whatever work Karen has had done on her face, she looks good. I will give her that. She looks good. Her hair is still questionable. I don't know what's going on with Potomac and the Asian hair stores. I really don't. But she definitely looks good. I'll give her that. So let's see. Robin, she was just like, you know what? I'm sick of you bashing my situation, and Sharice chiming in. Yeah, well, if Juan had found that information out, he would have been upset and all that. And Robin was just like, you don't know how that's gonna affect Juan, and he could continue to not film. Ashley was just like, that ain't my problem, which ain't her problem. Oh God, Robin. She was just like, I am fine, and Andy asked, so how are you in Juan and everything? She was just like, oh, we're fine. We're working it out. We're working on spending time with each other. He was like, what does that mean? He was like, well, we're trying to be cool and hopefully something comes out of it. He was like, are you in a relationship with him? And she was like, well, no, we're not in a relationship yet. So it's just like, I can't. I'm so over talking about Juan and Robin, child. Giselle got a man. And personally, I feel like she would have been better off with Kevin. But clearly, Giselle has a type. She likes the chocolate men, and yeah, I was gonna say something real mean. I'm not gonna go there. Because I just don't like Jamal Bryant, her ex-husband, because he had said like some really like ugly things at one point about like gay people and stuff. So I don't really fool with her ex-husband, but yeah. But anyway, apparently, I guess at some point he's going to be on the show. Speaking of that, child, so I had found out from the good old internet that they're begging Kenya. They're saying to Kenya on the Housewives, if your husband don't want to film, then your ass can't return. How about that? I was like, damn, they can do that. But apparently, her husband don't want to film with her or don't want to be on the show, which I think is the best thing because these reality shows do ruin marriages. We've seen this over and over again. But apparently it's something in their contracts, child. They making them do it, and so I mean, Kenya, she's trying to hold on to her marriage and support her man, but that's how you make your money, sis, and your life is now out there in the public a lot. So, I mean, I don't know. What y'all think she should do? I know she's not gonna miss out on her money, knowing Kenya. So Child, is they gonna get a divorce all just for 3 weeks of being married? Child, I don't know. But yeah. But apparently, going back to Potomac, Giselle's man, he's a little shy and soft spoken, but apparently he gonna be on the show, so it's just a mess. And then we found out that Sharice is friends with Giselle's new man, ex-wife. And so there's gonna be a whole mess, I'm sure, next season with them, and I'm sure they're gonna try to incorporate the ex-wife to come in and make Giselle feel uncomfortable, and similar to the whole Apollo and Phaedra and Apollo's new woman in jail and all that. So I'm sure it's gonna be another little storyline for next season. And apparently, I found out through Sharice's live, she was on Instagram Live, that they are coming back for a third season of Potomac. So I guess that's good news for them. It's okay news for me. I don't give a shit if they came back or not. But it gives me something to do. So guys, let's see. Monique, she mentioned that her mother-in-law still don't like her. That she found out she called her a heifer on the screen, and apparently Monique has not spoken to her mother-in-law in a whole year. Um, Apparently she bought her a car, and Monique's mother-in-law told her she loved her, and she took the car and dipped, wrapped up a fish plate and hit the road. So I'm just like, well, damn. So that's really that's kind of messed up, actually. I actually feel kind of bad for her. I'm just like, damn, she really don't like you, Monique. I don't know, Chad. So, Monique run her mouth. She talk a lot, as we know. Um, and Monique, she read Robin, apparently, because Robin was the one that told Giselle while they was in her home when they was having the cookout, when Giselle was being catty with that queen, that Robin was the one that said that, Monique talks a lot, yada to the yada. And I don't understand why. I just hope they get better storylines next season, because they really do make nothing out of something. They really do make small ass situations out of a big thing on the show. Karen's whole moving, they made such a big deal about her moving out of Potomac. Who cares, really? Monique talked too much. So, Robin's still silly with one. Yeah. I mean, shit, if she don't realize a problem, why the hell is it a problem for us? She obviously ain't paying attention to what we saying, so why is it a problem for us? Oh, that hurt. But I don't damn know. And Monique was just like, child, I'm gonna work on it. Monique, Giselle was telling Monique that, yeah, people just come to people's house and talk shit. Is what they do. Sis, had them cameras might not have been there, you probably would have got drugged up and down the street. Okay? Because you don't come to people's house and talk shit about them. You wait till after you leave, or y'all leave the house and go to the Waffle House or Denny's, or y'all go back to each other's house and call each other on the phone, or y'all just go out to the club, or y'all go some damn where. You make sure you leave the home. If you're going to talk shit about somebody, you leave their home first. Then you call them on the phone, be like, girl, what you think about it? That's how you do that. That's the professional way to do it. If you're going to do it, don't talk shit about the lady in her home and all her peoples there. You don't know who listening. Like, clearly, Monique's best friend was listening, and then her ass got caught. So, and then she sit there trying to look stupid, trying to play the whole classy part. Giselle talking about, well, how she was raised is, what'd she say? She said, how she was raised, when she come into somebody's home, she assessed the appointment, and then she, makes sure that, she gives her opinion on it. Nobody asks for your damn opinion, okay? Child, you didn't like the girl from Day Jump for whatever reasons, probably just jealousy, and because she has everything that you once had, and so hopefully this new guy that you with got a little something. We'll see, won't we? Because he's going to be on the show, so we'll see how long it lasts. Okay, so Let's see what happened after that. Monique wrote a rap. Um, Monique was just, how did the rap go, child? Karen left. She stayed so many miles away. Uh, Ashley stirring the pot. She messy. Giselle living off of the church funds. What did damn Monique say, child? Monique told Giselle that, she's talking shit about me, about, my husband bought this, my husband bought that, it's my money and stuff. She was like, well, since we're married, it's our money and we're one. And she was just like, she's still living off the church offerings and shit, in the collection plate. I like to die, which is true. Which is true. What else is Giselle? I'm not talking about now. Apparently, she getting ready to launch a makeup line and they getting a little check from the show. But I'm talking about prior to that. How the hell did we know Giselle? And season 1 on the show, last season, you have to be like of a certain stature or have a certain amount of money to be on these kind of shows. I'm assuming. So where was she getting her money from, Giselle? Her ex-husband. Them good old child support checks. Like, come on. So, which is true. And I'm sure she's still benefiting. She got 3 girls by him. 3 whole little girls by him. And a set of twins. Ooh, girl, them chicks. Cash money. That's what that is. So, I feel her. I understand. I do. I really do. Let's see. Oh, what else she said? She said Robin still think about one, yada yada. But Robin was already pissed at Monique, A, because she called her out. And then B was saying that Giselle and Robin are really close and they like to hang around. Giselle likes to hang around people that she feels like she's better than. And Robin took that in the sense of Monique saying that she's less than Giselle, she's less than everybody else. And I honestly, I can see where Robin was coming from that with that comment, but I don't think that Monique necessarily meant it in that way. Now I could be wrong. It's not often, but I could be wrong um, in that regard. But I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comments if y'all thought that Monique was saying that Robin is beneath everybody in the comment section. Y'all do that for me. I don't think she meant it that way, but Robin being extra, I guess, sensitive and extra sensitive to the fact that she's considered like the broke one on the show. She took offense to that. And Giselle she does have that mean girl mentality. Even Charisse agreed, was just like, yeah, when Robin and Giselle get together, they're a mess together. When Robin by herself, she's cool, she's down to earth, she's chill, which we've seen that many times. So I'm glad they just brought that up. That Robin is the type of person as to where you really like her. You might really like her outside of certain people that she's around. I know many people who completely flip up and become a whole new person when they get around certain individuals. I see it every single day. So I can see that. And Giselle do bring out the worst in folks. I'm sure. I'm sure Giselle in real life is a lovely woman, but from this show, this season she really done showed her ass. She really have, and her whole thing of trying to accuse Monique of being hood and being this and being that, it didn't work, sis. It did not work in your favor. It didn't. The people of this show, for the most part, they love Monique, and you definitely became the villain this season. So good job, sis. My God. One thing I appreciated about this reunion was that they didn't be like, oh, behind the scenes, y'all didn't see what happened behind the scenes. Because on these reunion shows, they love to be like, oh, what's happening behind the scenes? And it's just as if we give a damn. What can we do about behind the scenes, sis? We're judging what we see off TV. This is not all of you guys, but it's a big part, or at least this is just what the hell we see. So we're gonna go by what the TV screen shows, the way they edit it to make people look like a certain way. That's what we're gonna judge. So how can you get mad? How can you get mad at that? Which is why we're doing this. Okay. I said I wasn't gonna get upset, Lord. That's what I said. That's what I said. Okay. So yeah, pretty much Monique shaded everybody in the rap except for Ashley, Karen, and Sharice. Okay. What else did they talk about? Child? I'm looking down at my phone. Um, they got into Ashley. I think Ashley was last actually. They haven't talked about Sharice yet. I don't think. They talked briefly about the champagne room, which nobody cares. Is you really gonna drink all that liquor, Sharice? I mean, let's not. I mean, the champagne room and all that shit is just fancy and nice and lovely. But are we not gonna mention the fact that you might be a drunk? Are we just nobody's just gonna talk about that? Okay. So nobody else is just gonna like is you really drinking all that many bottles of champagne a day? Like, does that not make her drunk or okay? We'll just let it go. Until I get ready to talk about it again. Because I'm just like, why are y'all brushing over the fact that the champagne rum thing is nice, it's lovely, it's fancy, it's bougie, it's Potomac. But what's the point? Is you really gonna drink all them bottles of champagne? Okay. Let's see. So they talked about Ashley. They talked about Robin and Giselle rolling up in the restaurant. Acted like they was gonna fight. And child, Robin and Giselle tried to convince the people at home watching this, us, tried to convince us that Ashley was making a whole big scene, and Ashley was just like, "Child, you call her Monique Hood, but that was the hoodest thing you could do. Come to my job and trying to, which is true, you know. Neek and them coming up at the job. Is Dara working? Is Dara working? Tell Daryl to come get his drawers out my car and all that kind of shit, child. Uh-huh. Oh yes. So which was that was actually true and that was funny. But you know, Giselle and Robin they tried to convince us that Ashley was putting on airs and she was being extra for no reason. And Giselle felt like she was being hood and being extra in the moment, and wanted the drama because she could have said, "Let's take this in the back and talk about this." She had customers and shit there. Don't nobody damn work at us or whatever the hell that shit called. Don't nobody damn work there because child ain't making no tips because ain't nobody coming in and eating damn squid and kangaroo foot. Okay? Ain't nobody eating that shit. That lady was at work. What, she was supposed to meet y'all in the freezer so y'all can talk about it? She was at work. She had tables, child. Wasn't nobody there. The few people that was there, she had to serve. Michael was nowhere in sight, child. He was at home counting his money. Child. So I was just like, this is y'all are fucking ridiculous. The damn Giselle and Robin trying to convince the people. So they decided, Andy was just like, well, we finna bring out the men, but how was you and Michael's relationship? Ashley said, well, whether we're together or not, we're gonna be good. So apparently, it's some shit that's going on. But as we saw, of course it is. And of course it will be. When you have this one person making all the money and older and this young, impressionable girl who you're only with for the look, to be honest. I'm sure they're in love, but y'all know initially what it was about. She wanted to get up at her mama house. We know. Come on now. But I was just like, Lord, So they're finna bring out the men. One actually there. Robin said, she had to fight for Robin to want to come, and so it's gonna just get real stupid. But apparently, we might learn that Miss Robin ain't as innocent as she claims. Mm-hmm. So I think that was pretty much it, you guys. It happened. It was a pretty entertaining. It held my attention the whole hour that it was on. But part two is going to be a lot better, and it's only two parts to this Potomac review, unlike Atlanta that had 56 parts. So I'm excited about that. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, y'all. So I'll see you guys next week with part two of Potomac. I'm Mr. Chalaka. Mr. Chalaka Google Plus. Follow me at ITSKINGWORLD on Instagram and Twitter. At ITSKINGWORLD89 on Snapchat, and Chase King was here on Facebook. Like, comment, subscribe. And my information will always be in the bottom bar below. All my social media moments. Add me as a friend, etc. And if you want to DM me, message me or whatever and be like, hey, I'm one of your subscribers, such and such, and I'll follow you back and all that good stuff. Because I don't know what it is about Facebook, but a lot of sluts have been sending me friend requests, like a lot of porn stars and stuff. Like, I don't know what it is. I just click on that page and all I just see sex videos, just titties and pubic hairs and things. And it's just really, it kind of disturbs me, especially when I'm eating my soup, my cream of potato soup, guys, and I'm drinking my teas and stuff, and I'm trying to have a hot, nice, home cooked meal. And I have to sit here and look at coochies and shit and nipple piercings and stuff and things oozing from places, body parts, guys. It's really kind of, it's not the thing I want to look at like while I'm eating and drinking, and I'm usually eating and drinking all damn day when I can. So yeah, I don't know what it is about a lot of hookers and harlots sending people friend requests, because I was talking to another guy about this, and he was saying that he was having the same thing. But he accepted them, but this is his fetishes. So anyway, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. I love you guys so much. I really, really do. You keep me young, darling. All right, I'll see y'all next week. Bye.